I need to get this off my chest. Jake Paul is still the best YouTube boxer. Look, Jake lost, but that doesn't mean he's not the best YouTube boxer. He literally fought a guy who's been doing it since he was 14. Some people even saying he's been doing it since he was 4. Mams Taylor put on his Twitter that KSI is now the best YouTube boxer. How does that make sense? Look, I like KSI as much as the next guy, especially being British, but it's just not true though. I'm a KSI fan, right? I want KSI to win the fight, but on paper, Jake Paul is still better. Jake Paul has a roster of Deji, Gabe, Nate Robinson, Ben Askren, Tyron Woodley, Anderson the Spider Silva, and Tommy TNT Fury. Let's see how they do against the guys KSI has fought. First off, we have Joe the Human Punching Bag Weller. I'm kidding, please don't beat me up. Yeah, nah, so I'll be serious. Logan Paul, One Punch Swarms, and Pineda. All in one night. See, even saying the names like that doesn't make them seem hard. And FaZe Temper. See what I mean? The level of opponents between KSI and Jake just don't measure up. And the thing is, I wish they did because it's in my interest for them to, because I like KSI, but I'm going to tell you guys the truth. He's not, on paper, the best boxer in YouTube. Notice how I say on paper though. I do, in my opinion, think that KSI will beat Jake Paul. But that is irrelevant to this discussion. This discussion is who is technically the best YouTube boxer on paper. And that award does go to Jake. He knocked out Tyron Woodley, knocked down Anderson Silva, and went the distance with Tommy Fury. Now, he was given a boxing lesson from Tommy Fury, but he still was able to hold his own. Just that Tommy thing alone is better than anything KSI has done. KSI TKO'd Joe Weller, he knocked down Logan Paul. I don't even know what you call what he did to Swarms and Pineda. And knocked out FaZe Temper, who's already been knocked out by Slim. His most credited win is against Logan Paul, but in my opinion, Logan Paul is so overhyped. People act like he's Thanos. Mate, he hasn't even won a fight. He's literally just a 6'2" guy with muscles. I'm hearing talks of a card which would be KSI versus Jake and Logan Paul versus Tommy. Are you kidding me? Logan would get pieced up by Tommy worse than Jake. And in his fight against Logan Paul, he didn't even look good. He only won on heart, and heart alone. Swarms and Pineda don't even count. And against FaZe Temper, yeah, he looked powerful and fast, but his accuracy and his defense were trash. Now, I know the level of opponents isn't completely his fault. Alex Wasabi pulled out, Dylan Danis pulled out. But why was Swarms ever the replacement fighter for Alex Wasabi? Is anyone even talking about that? Like, sometimes it does kind of seem that KSI wants easy opponents. Like Joe Fournier, are you kidding me? Like, who is that? Like, I know he's like, what, like 9-0, but isn't it against like bums? And he's like 40 years old, he's like a billionaire or something, like chilling on beaches and stuff, like what? And imagine if Joe Fournier doesn't get smoked. Like, imagine the KSI versus Jake Paul fight gets ruined because of a guy called Joe Fournier. Like actually imagine that possibility. I've been talking about KSI a lot, so even if we don't talk about KSI and we look at who, Salt Papi, he's fought like 3 guys and like 2 of them were trash and one of them didn't really know how to box. He was just tough. Don't let Keemstar fool you. He still needs to fight a few more people before he deserves a shot at KSI or Jake Paul. And to be honest, I'm not even going to talk about the other people because Salt Papi and KSI are the only people who could kind of compete with Jake Paul's #1 spot. So, what should Jake Paul do next? He should not fight Tommy Fury next. Tommy Fury's going to knock him out. And if that happens, that absolutely kills the KSI fight. I honestly think it should be KSI versus Jake Paul this summer. The greatest card they can make. Logan Paul on it. And everyone else we'd like to see. I'm so glad I got that off my chest. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, or 20 years bad luck.